Now we have discussed about the subject CE 8395 Strength of Material for Mechanical Engineers. So Unit 1 Problems on Stress, Strain and Deformation of Solid. So Unit 1 heading is Stress, Strain and Deformation of Solids. The course outcome of in this unit is after successful completion of the student should be able to apply the various stresses and strain relations include in different materials due to tension and compression. The knowledge level of in this unit is K3. So we have discussed about the problems based on principal stress and principal planes. So that is the problem. At a point in a strain material, there is a horizontal tensile stress of 100 Newton per millimeter square and an unknown vertical stresses. There is also a shear stress of 30 Newton per millimeter square and these planes on a plane inclined at 30 degree to the vertical, the normal stress is found to be 90 Newton per millimeter square tensile. Find the unknown vertical stress and also the principal stresses and maximum shear stresses. So that is the diagram. Once again I will read the problem. All of you listen. At a point in a strain material, there is a horizontal tensile stress of that is a horizontal tensile stress of 100 Newton millimeter square and an unknown vertical stresses. There is also shear stress of 30 Newton per millimeter square. Shear stress of 30 Newton per millimeter square on these planes. So on a plane inclined at 30 degree to the vertical. So the inclined angle is 30 degree to the vertical. The normal stress is found out to be 90 Newton per millimeter square. So the normal stress is 90 Newton per millimeter square tensile. Find the unknown vertical stress. So we go find out the unknown vertical stress and also principal stresses and maximum shear stresses. So that is the diagram. You can see this, the horizontal load sigma 1 is equal to horizontal stress sigma 1 is equal to 100 Newton per millimeter square. So the vertical inclined angle is 30 degree. Shear stress Q is equal to Q or the you have mentioned 30 Newton per millimeter square. So we have find out the sigma 2. So we have find out the sigma 2. That is the diagram is given. Next solution. So we can write the normal stress formula. Normal stress equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2 divided by 2 plus sigma 1 minus sigma 2 divided by 2. So once again sigma 1 plus sigma 2 divided by 2 plus sigma 1 minus sigma 2 divided by 2 cos 2 theta plus q sin 2 theta. That is q means shear stress sin 2 theta, that is the formula. So we go apply the all the given values in this equation, in this formula, that is not equation, in this formula. So 90 is equal to 100 plus sigma 2 divided by 2 plus 100 minus sigma 2 divided by 2 cos 60 degree plus 30 sin 60 degree. So we have solving these formulas. So we got the answer of the sigma 2. So sigma 2 is equal to minus 43.92 Newton per millimeter square. So that is the compressive stress. So the minus will be integrated to the compressive stress. So the sigma 2 is a compressive stress. So minus 43.92 Newton per millimeter square. Next we will find out the sigma t. So the formula for sigma t is sigma t is equal to sigma 1 minus sigma 2 divided by 2 sin 2 theta minus q cos 2 theta is equal to, we apply the all the given and calculated value in this formula. 100 plus, so the minus into minus plus, that is the 100 plus 43.92 divided by 2 sin 60 minus 30 into cos 60. So sigma T is equal to 47.32 Newton per millimeter square. So you have find out the sigma T. Sigma T is equal to 47.32 Newton per millimeter square. Next you have find out the major principal stress. So major principal stress sigma N1 is equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2 divided by 2 plus 1 by 2 root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 whole power square plus 4 q square. So we apply the all given and calculated value in this equation. So 100 minus, so we have a compressive stress, so we have put in the sign minus 43.92 divided by 2 plus 1 by 2 root of 100 plus 43.92 whole power square plus 4 into 30 square. So we have simplifying that values, we got the major principal stress sigma N1 is equal to 106 Newton per millimeter square. So we have calculated the major principal stress sigma N1 is equal to 106 Newton per millimeter square. Next we have find out the minor principal stresses. Minor principal stresses. So the formula is sigma N2 is equal to sigma 1 plus sigma 2 divided by 2 minus 1 divided by 2 root of sigma 1 minus sigma 2 whole power square plus 4 q square. So that is also we are applying the all the given and calculated values. 100 plus 43.92 divided by 2 minus 1 by 2 root of 100 plus 43.92 square plus 4 into 30 square. So we got the answer of the minor principal stress sigma into is equal to minus 49.92 Newton per millimeter square. So the sigma 1 is 106 Newton per millimeter square. The formula difference between the formula we have applied that formula will be a plus. Then minor for principal stress we have using formula for minus. That is the difference between major principal stress and minor principal stress. So major you have apply the plus, minor you can apply the minus. So the value of the minor principal stress sigma into is equal to minus 49.92 Newton per millimeter square. Next we have find out the maximum shear stress. So maximum shear stress sigma T max equal to formula 1 by 2 root of sigma 1 sigma n1 minus sigma n2 whole power square plus 4 q square. So we have applied the particular calculated values in this formula of into root of 106 plus 49.92 whole power square plus 4 into 30 square. So we are simplifying that values, we got the answer of the maximum shear stress. So the answer of the maximum shear stress is equal to 83.53 Newton per millimeter square. That is the answer. So we have find out the maximum shear stress sigma T is equal to 83.53 Newton per millimeter square. So the reference textbook R.K. Bensal, Strength of Materials, Lakshmi Publication, U.C. Jindal, Strength of Material, Asian Books Private Limited. Thanks for watching my video. Thank you.